Today we're going to be adding a battery to the trailer in a battery box up there in the front, and we're going to run some cables. We've got the wiring diagram here to the trailer. We're going to verify all the wiring. I'm going to play around with another LED dome light. This one was from Home Depot, about 15 bucks. Okay, looking at the trailer connector here, I've just put the positive cable on the auxiliary 12-volt charging, and I've put the ground cable where the ground cable is supposed to go, which is the blue one there. So if we look at the connector, it's those two guys. We're just hooking up to the battery, and we've got our lights functioning. So that's the cable that we want to connect into in the trailer. Now we're going to take our voltmeter and we're going to go under here where you can see the electrical box, and we're going to measure those cables for ground and power, and that's what we're going to hook our battery into. So we've tied our two power, here's the power and the ground cables up here, and we've tied the power into the auxiliary power coming off the trailer connector, and we've tied the ground into a ground on the box. This is the auxiliary brake battery charger. It has no specs whatsoever, so I wasn't going to use this to charge the big battery in the trailer. I just put a big breaker on that. Okay, here we are in the trailer. We've got the two conductors coming up from below. The red one goes to a 40 amp breaker. I'll probably put a 20 amp breaker in there because if this battery goes flat, you don't want too much current pulling on the cable coming from the truck on the auxiliary charging. We should really have a DC to DC charger here, but I don't have one handy, so hopefully this will work out. Here's our negative. It's just going to go to the terminal here, and we'll see how that works with the interior lights. Alright, now I got the negative to the chassis and the positives to the battery. The last thing to go in is, of course, the battery cover, and it comes with a strap here. So you can tie that all down. The battery box is bolted with 2 bolts into the plywood, so that's totally solid. That's not going anywhere. And let's try the lights here. There we are. The exterior floodlights on the back work, as well as the light that's above the front door here. So those drain a lot of power, so I don't know if the breaker can handle those two, but we'll try those out. Okay, that's that. And those two are working good. Okay. Shut those off. There's the inside ones again. Nice. So the advantage of this is when your trailer is disconnected like this, this is actually still charging off the big battery that's in there, as long as the big battery has a higher voltage, so it keeps this one alive better. And you can run your lights and everything inside the trailer without being connected to the truck, and without the truck being turned on and idling, because the auxiliary charge cable on the truck is ignition connected. So I also added a 12 volt power outlet, and it's just on either terminal of the battery, so you can run stuff like this. It's a little AC inverter. There we go. So you could run shaver, charge your iPhone, you know, whatever. This one's 75 watts. So you don't want to go too crazy on these 12 volt power outlets. If you have something bigger than this, you want to go direct to the terminals of the battery. I got a 300 watt that I might put in here for whatever, but Yeah, gives you lots of options.